Hello viewers, I'm Maitli. Today we are going to see 11 CBSE Maths permutation and combinations. This is an introduction video for it. What is permutation? What is a combination? A selection or a arranging a numbers or a letters is called a permutation or a combination. But there is a slight difference between a permutation and a combination. For example, let us take the combination first. Combination, the word tells you it's a combining. It can be of any form. For example, if I want to prepare a fruit salad, I will cut all the fruits over it. I can add any type of fruit first. It's not necessary I need to add in order of apple, mango, orange, banana, papaya. It is not in the order. It can be of any order. First I can add apple or a banana or a papaya, or next I can add a grapes. Any order can be added to it. It is called a combining of anything, combining of letters, a combining of words, or combining of numbers. It is called combination. So combination tells you it's just a combining. But in a permutation, even a permutation, it is a sequence or a sequence of a number or a letter, whatever it is, it should be in order. For example, I'm taking my secret locker number to be 543. If my secret number is 543, 543 is just a combination of three numbers. But if I want to open it, I can't open it by 453. Because my secret locker number is 543, means I need to press 543. I can't open it by 235. I can't change the order. If I change the order, the locker will not open. This is called a permutation. Permutation is that it is a sequence of a number. You will get confusion while doing the sums whether to do with a permutation or a combination. Remember this, a permutation, it is a sequence of a number. It should be in the order. We can't change the order. If anything you want to find without changing the order, then it will be a permutation. The combination is just the combination of the numbers or a letters. So combination is quite different from a permutation. Now let's see the permutation formula first. This is called factorial. 5 factorial means it should be multiplied in the reducing factors, that is reducing numbers. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is the factorial of 5. We can also write this to be 5 into 4 factorial. 5 into 4 factorial means 5 into 4 factorial means 4 into multiplication of the descending orders, that is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 till 1 only. Here we can also write this to be 5 into 4 into 3 factorial, because we know that 3 factorial means it is 3 into 2 into 1. The descending multiplication is the factorial. Now the formula for the permutation is NPR. It is represented by P because permutation. NPR means n factorial. The first one factorial by the this minus this factorial. So n minus r factorial. Now this is the formula for permutation. NPR is equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial. Many have a doubt about that 0 factorial. What is 0 factorial? 0 factorial is actually 1. Then how we get 0 factorial to be 1? 1 factorial is 1 is okay, but 0 factorial is 1. Here's the proof. This is not necessary for you. I just want to explain it because you know the fact of 0 factorial is 1. We know that x factorial to be x in the descending order, descending multiply, then x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. Instead of that, I can write x factorial to be x into x minus 1 factorial. This is very clear, right? X factorial, the 5 factorial is 5 into 4 factorial. The same way x factorial is x into x minus 1. The descending of x is x minus 1. The next will be x minus 2. Next will be x minus 3. 1, 1, 1 subtracted is multiplied together. So I can write this to be x into x minus 1 factorial. If I bring this x to this side, it becomes x factorial by x is equal to x minus 1 factorial. Now let us take x to be 1. If I take x to be 1, if I substitute it here, this will be 1 factorial by 1, which is 1. 1 factorial is 1, 1 by 1 will be 1. If I substitute it here, it becomes 1 minus 1, which is 0. So 0 factorial is nothing but what? Is 1. So this is the proof for 0 factorial to be 1, which is not it in your portion, but it will help you in your competitive exams like JEE. Now let's move on to the next one. Number of words by number of letters. In case if it is a repetition, if the letter Mississippi is given, assassination is given, this is all the words, the letters are repeated. In that case, if you found the letters to be repeated, you need to use this formula. Total factorial. Total, how many letters are there? Count it. The total factorial by the product of the repetition factorial or the repetition times. It is just the product of the repetition factorial. So the total factorial, count the letters, see how many letters are there by the repetition factorials. If the number is S letter is repeated 3 times, then you need to write 3 factorial. If M is repeated 2 times, then into 2 factorial. Like that you need to go with the repetition word. Now let's move on to the next one. Arranged in a line. If anything is arranged in a line, so we are arranging in a line means it is just n factorial. How many elements are there? How many numbers are there? How many letters are there? So it will be n factorial. Just arranging in a line will be n factorial. If it is arranged in a circle or a ring, if it is arranged in a circle or a ring, I am going to arrange this in a circle means my formula will be n minus 1 factorial, because the two combination will combine to each another. So it will be n minus 1 factorial. Remember that if it is a line, it is n factorial, or if it is a circle or a ring, then it will be n minus 1 factorial. I am just giving you a easy way to observe and easy way to do things. Now in a circle or a ring, same way in a circle or a ring, if it is the anti-clockwise and clockwise is same, that means if I am doing some bead work, the same bead, the red color, same size bead, I am just joining together means it is the same type. If I see from the anti-clockwise, if I see from the clockwise, everything will be the same. There is no difference between the beads. So if it is same, then your formula will be n minus 1 factorial by 2. Remember this. If it is not same, then if it is arranged in a circle, your formula will be n minus 1 factorial. And if elements are same, if it is a same arrangement in this, while in the clockwise as well as in the anti-clockwise, then your formula will be n minus 1 factorial by 2. Now we'll go with the combinations. We'll see the combination formulas. Here your combination formula is NCR equal to n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Now this is your general formula for combination. Here your properties, there is some properties for combination. It is NC0 means 1. Any number, if I write 5 here, 5C0 will be 1. NCN will be, if there are 5C5, then it will be 5. The n will be the same. This is equal to n. So 5C5 will be 5. So remember that NC2 is equal to n factorial into n minus 1. We can also write it in this way. If there are two elements in R value, if there are two, we can write the descending value of n to be n into n minus 1. Only 2 you can write by the r factorial, by the 2 factorial. This is an easy method when the numbers are very large. So if it is 58 here, C2 means, I'll write and tell you. If it is 58 C2, if I use this formula, here it will be 58 factorial. 58, to find a 58 factorial, it is quite difficult, because 58 into 57 into 56, like that you need to go till 1. It's quite difficult. In that way you can use this formula. This is quite easier, because here you can write 58 into you need to write the descending two values. So it is 58 and 57 by the 2 factorial, by the r factorial. That is, here it is 2. It can be 3 also. If it is 3, then it will become into 56. I have written 3 descending values by the 3 factorial, that is 3 into 2 into 1. So this is quite easy for you to solve. You can cancel this 2 and cancel this 2, then multiply. It's quite easy. So remember that this formula is quite easier than this when it is a smaller number and larger number of n and smaller number of r. So you can use this formula. The value will be the same, the answers will be same for both. If NC x is equal to NC y, then x is equal to y. Then you can also write x is equal to y, or x plus y can be equal to n. If the values are different, if the numbers are different, then you can also use x plus y will be equal to n. You can use this formula when these two elements are equal in a combination. Now NCR can be also written as NC n minus r. So if the numbers are both are bigger, then we can use this formula, NCR is equal to NC n minus r. Now NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to n plus 1 CR. You can use this formula when this types of questions are given. NCR plus NCR minus 1. This is reducing factor. If it is 5, it will be 4 here. In that case, n plus 1 CR will be the formula. Also remember this formula. NCR is equal to NPR by R factorial. The combination between the permutation and the combination. If permutation and combination are given, when we ask to find the R factorial or the value of R, we can use this formula. NCR is equal to NPR by R factorial. This helps you a lot in solving the permutation and combination questions. Remember that when can use the permutation and when can we use the combination. Think and do all the sums. All the best. Thank you.